Hey people, welcome to Kitty for Crafts. I'm Kitty. I'm Kathy with Kitty for Crafts. It is a Friday morning and I'm getting ready to head into work so I can put some stuff up in my classroom, but I wanted to get on here and, as my friend Coel would say, rant a little bit. And after I get done with that, then I'm gonna go decorate my room. And I shouldn't say decorate because these are high schoolers. I'm really not decorating. I'm just making it presentable. You know, I guess I'm decorating. Heck, I don't know. Anyway, hey, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. All my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. I just want to say thanks to everyone who has been with me on this journey of diamond painting and watching me move along with this. So I am kind of just filling this in for a little bit. I'm not doing the whole thing, so we're not going to be sitting here talking that long. I just wanted to, while I sat here and ran it, do this. I'm not holding this in my hand. I'm holding this in my hand, so I'm not getting the grip I want. There we go. Anyway, so here we go. This is me on a rant. So again, thanks for commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell, doing all the YouTube things. Thank you for subscribing. All the new people, you're gonna be like, this lady's crazy. Oh, and it's pouring outside. But I just want to get this off my chest and go from there, right? So here it goes. I am of this mindset of retreats. So someone's gonna watch this and go, oh Lord, I thought we talked about this. We did. But I am a teacher, and here is my problem. The math still don't math, and I don't care what you say. Math don't math, and I'm still struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. I don't need anyone coming for me. I don't need any excess craziness in the comments. I'm saying what I say, and I'm going to say what I say, and there that is. So I am not talking about people who do those cruises. Cruises are a whole different ball game. As a South Floridian, I don't mess around with cruises. They're not my cup of tea. I would like to go on one, but I'm not jumping to get on a boat. I'm just not. As much as I love the ocean, as much as I love to swim and all the things, it's not it ain't my cup of tea. And I don't know if it's because I lived in South Florida during COVID, and I know all the trouble they had with the boats, and I don't know. I think it's a mental thing right now. So I can't get on them, but I got a friend, boy, she be cruising, and I mean, well, she's Miss Travel Queen. But I can't do it. I would love to, but I can't. But here's my thing. Here's my complaints for today. So I'm talking about everybody else. And I'm not talking about, let me stop and preface this too. I'm not talking about everybody. If this shoe fits and you are a person who hosts retreats, then if this shoe fits you, then yeah, I'm talking to you and I'm talking about you. Okay? But if you host retreats and this don't sound like something you be doing, then this isn't your conversation, right? You can listen, but this isn't you. Let me move this a little bit. This isn't you. Because I can't see down here. All right, I'm gonna cut that. Am I cutting that there? Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. And let me also say, I'm not mentioning no retreats names. I'm not mentioning any particular person. I'm not doing that. I'm not the Sparkle FBI. I am just a person who is a friend of people who go on these retreats. I go to retreats too, so let me say that. But I am a friend, first and foremost, and I am having a hard time with people who are doing these retreats, basically ripping off my friends. That's what I'm going to say. Now, one of my friends, I'm going to call her Cruise Along, she tried to explain it. She did. And when it's all said and done, math still don't math for me. Lord, here's my problem. Me and another friend, because thank goodness I have other friends who think I'm not crazy, looked at the hotel, and this is just, I'm going to talk about two of them. And again, I'm not mentioning names, but we looked at this one hotel, and for us to go to this hotel, to stay at this hotel, while for the same dates that my friends are going to this retreat, it was $750. Now, for shits and giggles, y'all, we're just gonna make even numbers out of this stuff. So $700, okay? But to be honest, it was $750. Their retreat is 700 and something a piece. So again, I'm gonna take off these excess numbers and just make even whole numbers. The room is $700 for the same, we're gonna call it a week. If I go, if they go. Okay, now hear me on that. Same price. They are paying $700 per person for one room. Now let me repeat this. The room is $700 for the week. I can stay in the room with my friend Joe, well here, number 4. And me and 4 can stay in this room for $700 for the same week that my friend H and K are staying at, that they're going to pay $700 a person. So they're paying $1,400 for a room for a week, where me and 4 are only paying $700 for the week. Me and 4 are going to split the price. H and K are not doing that. They are paying $700 per person for that one room. Now, again, I am confused. Now, Travelot says, well, okay, you got to count food, because I think this particular one is giving them food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, if I am correct. Okay, that's wonderful. I think that's nice. Okay, here's my problem. As a sorority chick, and I've planned events for 250 plus people, I'm still confused, because I'm going to take that contract for the food, and then I'm going to divide it by the number of people we have coming to the retreat. For me, it would be a conference, but the retreat. I'm going to take that number, I'm going to divide that out, and then I'm going to tack that onto the base of how much the conference room costs me. The conference room costs me $10,000. I'm going to divide it by the number of people we have coming who have guaranteed they were coming. So they have RSVP, basically, which means they've done their registration fee, they've done all these things. And I tack that on. So I'm going to give a fee. We've got, let's say, 45, 50 people coming. Hell, 60 people coming. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that, let's say it's 60 people, I don't want to do 5, 60 people, and the room is 10 grand. It's like 180 a piece. That's quick and dirty math. Don't quote me on this. If you're a math teacher, you know I'm doing quick and dirty math here. That's 180 a piece. Poof. Now, am I trying to do the food? Okay, let's tack on another, because we're talking about 60 people. So we're talking about a place that, if we're talking about hotels, there's a casino one going on right now, or going to be going on. I think she did it last year too. But and there's other ones, but those like Airbnb ones. Now they're a little bit different too, and I'll talk about them in a sec. But my point is, if you're at a normal, let me put that in air quotes, normal facility, a normal hotel, a normal casino, and you're going to do the food package from any of those places, there is going to be a contract that says that you have to have X amount of people for you to get it at $10,000. So if we're at $20,000, then you're going to take that and divide that out by the number of people you got. But that hotel room ain't got squat to do with it, and you should be getting a discount for the hotel room. I don't know what that is, but I know it is not $700 per person for a room. So you're telling me that for two people to stay in a room, it's $700 each. Again, each. What? And if I understood right, for one of these events, you bring a significant other and they're not a diamond painter person in the room or crafter or whatever, these craft thingies, then it's a different price because you got to pay for the room. What? And if you single, Lord, I'm just, the room is $700. What are we doing? If you need help on how to talk to a facility about how to get you a deal, please let me know. I mean, I did it for my sorority all the time. I'm getting ready to do it for my son's wedding. Like, we're not, what? I'm eating all that because it's a wedding. But what? I do not understand what we're doing here. How we're taking advantage of our sisters and brothers who diamond paint. You're making money, and I'm not knocking you. If this is about you making a profit, because this is your livelihood and your business, then let me explain this to you. I understand that, but when I plug in my brain some of the thoughts of how I've always done this for my sorority, how I've done this for friends who needed help, this isn't how you do this. I mean, you can still make a profit, but at what cost to your fellow people, to your sisters and your brothers who do this for fun. Now, my friends were like, we want to go and we just want to go. And watch this. Let me clarify this. You love it. You like it. I love it for you. I'm not knocking that. It is not that if I wanted to go to a said one and I wanted to go to that particular one, then I wouldn't, pay what I pay. If I wanted to, this has got static out the ass. If I wanted to pay for it, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that if you want to go to these retreats and you want to pay, I'm going to call them what they are, astronomical prices, then that's what you do because you're going to have fun. And a lot of these guys nowadays have payment plans and all the things for you. So you're not really paying $700 out front out your pocket. You're paying it over time. And I think that's wonderful. I like that. When my other friend, when 4 plugged into ChatGPT some just general information that we were being told, some of you guys are making $4,000, $8,000, and $12,000 off of your fellow diamond painters. Yeah, I got problems with that. That's where I think I lost my mind. I lost my mind when H flat out, well, actually that was really K. When K really did tell me that it was $700 per person in one room. So I started there. And then it kind of grew. And then after 4 plugged into some generalized numbers, in ChatGPT, he even says, well, yeah, they're making a profit off of you at $4,000, $8,000, or $12,000, depending on how much your actual bank room and food cost. But in general, come on, y'all. No, nay. Got problems. I got problems because I feel like I understand it's your business and you need to make a profit, but to the detriment of your fellow people? Like, I feel like it's just scandalous. I'm sorry. I feel like it's scandalous. Now, Travelot will tell me, now, we went over this, Kathy, and And we don't know how much stuff costs. No, we do not. Excuse me, we do not. But I know that generally speaking, 4,000, 10. I don't think a banquet hall costs about 10, because I mean, you guys have got to pay for. And correct me if I'm wrong, for you folks who are listening who do these, because I know I used to. You have to pay for the lighting and the tables and all the things, which is why I said about $10,000. And I could be wrong. It can be less, I would think, or it can be more. But even whichever way it goes, I'm still having a problem with you charging per room. And I think that's my biggest complaint. I can give a flying fart about the cost if it didn't say that it was $700 per person, per room. So each person in the room pays $700. That being said, one of the other ladies said, well, yeah, I went to this other one, and it was three of us in the room, and each of us paid $600. I want you to sit and think on that for a minute while I put this color up. I said what I said, didn't I? I said that she said there were 3 of them in the room, and each one of them paid $600. Say what? What is wrong? What in the bloody what is going on here? Listen, I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. If this is about profit, wow, come on, y'all. Then maybe you need to reevaluate how you doing your retreat, because $600 per, and it was actually more than that. I mean, if I remember right, she said like $680 something. But again, a room at this hotel is expensive. I will say that because I know where she was and I know this place. But the days that she was there, which was a Thursday to a Sunday, get out of here. Even though weekends are expensive, y'all. I'm not saying that they're not. There's a 1. I'm just saying. Wow. The room is $1,800? No, that room isn't. Ooh, listen to that thunder. Ooh, that's thunder. No, it's not. The room is not $1,800, y'all. Not for 4. No, it's not. That room is probably $800. And I don't remember when she said she went, because where she was at has seasons. So if it was in low season, it was probably around 6 to 8, depending on what kind of room they got. If it was in peak season, then about $1,000 for the time she was there, not a night. That's what's throwing me off. So, all I'm saying is, y'all like it, I love it for you. I don't knock anyone who wants to go to any of these retreats. Hell, I go to the retreats. But I'm also very conscious of pricing. And I'm also conscious of, this dog's dang gone here. Now, how'd it get way up here? I'm also conscious of pricing, because I know that everything's gone up. Everything is expensive nowadays. I get that, but I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are we charging per person in a room that is only meant for per night? And are the totals only the totals the same cost as one person staying in the room? What? I'm confused. There is confusion in my life. There's so much confusion right there. But what I also will say to you is that I don't need you coming for me about it. I don't know what I don't know. But I do know I feel like it is out of control. I will say that. I have no qualms about saying that. especially like the one that's $600 per person in a room. And what you're not even in the room, but it's $600 and 3 people are staying in the room. Yeah, okay. And then I don't know, people who live in your area, and y'all don't give discounts to people who live in your area. Wow, come on, like that sounds like some kind of sideways conversations too. You can explain to me why you don't do that. Like, just because someone's not staying, they're in your area. Let's say they're in Illinois, in the Chicago area, and they are coming and they don't want to stay in a hotel because hell, they live in the city. Then I'm not mad at that. So I'm going to give them a discount, because obviously you're taking time out of your whatever you're doing to come and hang out with us, and I'm still quote unquote making money, right? I mean, swag bags cost money. And most of you guys who are doing this, if you don't have that side hustle of doing trays and crap, then okay, but you still can't give a discount to the people who live in your neck of the woods. I mean, I'm just there's confusion. I'm sorry. And again, y'all providing food, I think is lovely. I think that's great, because people don't have to leave, unless they want to leave. I think that's great. But I'm still having generalized problems with how that works when you know that, I'm not trying to DoorDash either. Don't get that twisted, because Lord, that's expensive as all get out. But what I'm saying is that you can provide food and a place, and you can do a swag bag, and I don't feel like you're having to pay that much money. And again, it shouldn't be. I don't know. It shouldn't be like that. I feel like there's some flim-flamming going on, and I just don't like it, because here I go. My friends are involved. And again, my knucklehead friends want to go to these things, even after I said what I said. And they were like, no, now here's what's going on. I mean, they trying to help me understand, but when it's all said and done, math don't math, and I'm sorry, it just still doesn't math to me. I feel sideways about it, because I do. Because I know how to add, multiply, and divide, and I understand that you making a profit, but I feel like at some point this is just overkill. So that's just me. I just have to get that off my chest. I'm still irritated by it, and I will continually be irritated by it, because I still think it's bull. Just what I said. I just dropped that on here. There it is. And you can try to help me in the comments, but I'm going to tell you that math is not math. And don't sit there and say to me, well, we don't know how much people are paying for these rooms. I understand that. The room is $700. The room is $600. If 3 people stay in a room for $600, that's $200 a piece. That's what I checked. $600, 3 people in a room, it's $200, plus the other fees. So their retreat should be $200, plus the conference fee, the swag bag fee, plus the food fee, and all the things. But the room is still $200 damn dollars. So what I'm saying more so is that if you're telling me you took this room at $700, and first of all, I know you had to get a damn block room deal rate, but whatever. If you're incorporating the hotel into this, then you're trying to tell me that with the room and all the things that you're offering, that the room is still $700. Wow, you need to reevaluate where you're having your location, because that's way too damn much money. Because at that point, you're not even turning a profit, I don't think. Because if you're saying that with the room, the food, the swag bag, that their room is still $700 each. Wow. You need to relook at your contract. If you're telling me that the room is $200 per person, and when you tack on all the things, it adds up to $600, you need to redo math, and we need to help. We need some talk. We need to talk, because $400 for food and a table for these people to sit at, and some of you guys are sharing tables too. What the what? No, nay. We still got problems. So I'm still having problems, even if you try to tell me that some of this stuff is reasonable. It's not reasonable, because I'm still on the struggle bus. So I don't know, but I'm over it. Like, I think you're just suckering our friends, our fellow diamond painters. I feel like it is a bunch of it's a crock of shit. I'm just gonna be honest. It's early in the morning, and I'm just gonna say what I say. It's a crock of shit. You making $4,000 to $12,000 on people is scandalous. It's scandalous. It's scandalous. The hell is. I added the word hell in case you're like, what'd she say? Yeah. But it is. It's scandalous. It's wrong. It's scandalous. It is taking advantage of people, because you know damn to the hell well that their asses will show up because they want to go diamond painting. Period. And like I said, travel a lot. As much as she loves to travel, she just going traveling. That's what she be doing. I just love her. She just likes to travel. So happy for her. And she made a joke. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm paying. I said, no, I don't need you to, because I already know, and I'm already irritated by it. And she knows. She knows. And she was trying to help. But I done went and sat and thought about it some more, and I done sat down and done slept a couple times since then, and I'm still trying to add up math. Because I'm thinking about the times I do what I do for the sorority, and I'm just still on the struggle bus. So, 'tis what it is. That done irritated me. I don't like people taking advantage of my friends. I don't. Sorry. Okay. Let me bitch about one more thing. And I said what I said. One more thing. I am not a mystery person. Like, I see my stuff. I see what this is going to be. I know what it's going to be. I'm picturing this one, but it is what it is. Here's my point. Where's the Sparkle FBI for this DAC mystery crap? I'm just going to say it like that. Sparkle FBI, where are you at? You all about talking about Heather, but where are you at for this? Just asking. With that being said, peace, love, and keep on painting. I'm done complaining today. Love you guys. Bye.